welcome to Lily and the Bee. I'm Lily, and today we're mostly going to be chatting about the East Anglia Yarn Festival, which is in Norwich in the UK, which is really close to me, so I'm really grateful that there's one close to my home. I don't have to travel. And here's everything I bought in this bag, which is gorgeous big tote bag. It was £10. I think it's the first year I have been every year. I think it's the first year I've bought one of the tote bags, and I'll just show you the designs because I absolutely love them. Look at that! Isn't it gorgeous? So yeah, all my goodies are in there. I haven't even got them out since I came home, and it's Wednesday today, so I've been very good. So I wanted to save them to show you, and I'm sure there's going to be things in there that I've bought that I've forgotten about. Anyway, I'll show you all that later. I made myself where's it gone? Here it is. I decorated a hoodie to wear. I bought a cheap hoodie because I didn't know if it was going to go wrong. It's just a children's one because if you know me, I'm small and I just buy children's clothes normally. What size is it? Age 12 to 13. It's supposed to be cropped though. Anyway, so I used, actually this was my husband's idea. I was going to decorate a shirt with English paper piecing, and then he said, why don't you try a hoodie? Which I wouldn't have even thought of that. That's a good idea. And then he even chose the colours. So he chose Ruby Star Society, the pink, and the burnt orange is also Ruby Star Society, and the centre is just Tilda. I was slightly concerned about the colours bleeding onto the white, so I gave them a good wash beforehand in really hot water just to check, but actually they were fine, they didn't, so really happy with that. You can see my stitches on this because I used like a white cream colour, and obviously they're quite bright colours, so you can see little bits of my stitching. And I am thinking, because I'm so into English paper piecing at the moment, and I always say you don't need to buy all the expensive things, which you don't, but the cotton I use, I do tend to just use ones that I've used left over from my sewing machine if I've got a little bit left in the thread. I'll show you. I just use the little bits like this because they just fit in my little, I've got my little tin there. They just fit in my tin really easily, so I just pop them in there. But I might get have a little bit of research. I'll see what other people use and just maybe get a proper make, which is a bit more expensive. However, a big reel is going to last me ages, isn't it? So, and just try and just see if it sinks into the fabric more as I'm so into it. But I would say as a beginner, if you're just practicing or you're just getting into it, you don't need to. So I'm going to have a look by some and just see how it works, if it works any better. But anyway, so yeah, I just made a normal hexagon, and I put extra pink ones around the outside, and then took all the papers out and ironed it. I did put little tiny bits of fabric glue just and pin it. I put glue. I didn't glue actually. I just pinned it all the way around, and then appliqued all around the outside. And I'm pretty pleased with it. I think it looks quite good. Yeah, what do you think? But I wanted to take something to wear, or to wear something, but then it was really cold, and I just kept my coat on the whole time anyway, so nobody saw it. But I will wear that. I won't wear all my Hexie clothes items at the same time. I've got Hexie jeans, I've got this, and I am going to be putting some on a shirt. I think maybe possibly a striped shirt. I quite like the idea of having Hexies on there. I think that would look quite cool. But I haven't got a shirt yet, and I haven't thought about what I'm going to use or how I'm going to place them and all that kind of thing. But yes, I wouldn't wear them all at the same time because I think I might look a bit over the top. Hexie gone mad. Right, so yes, let's talk East Anglia. Oh, one more thing. I'm just going to show you these because they're on the table. I am still collecting all of mine. I think these are starting to look really nice together. These are all the selvages from the fabrics. I've been going through them all. And I've got another pile somewhere, but I don't really know where it is. And I'm going to be stitching those together in lines, and then I'm going to be making something with them. But I just want to show you because I think they look really pretty, and yeah, I'm quite excited about that. I've got quite a few projects. I've got something I've nearly finished, but I am going to show you that next week because this is going to be mainly about Yarn Festival, and I think I'm going to go on about that, and it'll be too long. Let's do purchases. So what are we going to get out first? The bag on my lap. Let's have a look. Right, so first first of all, now this lady, because I did ask, because I said I wanted to tell people who the stalls were from. So this, she had a stamp for me. She didn't have any cards, so she says she's got a stamp. So Emily Cross at MX Ceramics, and I might be able to find her in the booklet. This person at the back, the crochet is absolutely beautiful. It was all hanging up and it almost looked like fabric. It didn't look like really unusual looking, but in a good way. I will show you some of the people, actually, some of the photos in the little booklet, because it's quite interesting to see. Everyone else is showing films. I'm just of all the different stalls, and I'm just showing the booklet. I don't feel like, I'm not very because I always started my YouTube channel to be more confident talking to people as one of the main reasons, and also because it was someone to talk to about the things I'd made as well. It's nice to talk about things you've made, isn't it? But one of the main reasons was a confidence thing, and I'm happy talking to the camera, talking to all of you. That's wonderful. Don't mind at all. But then in real life, I'm not any better, really. I feel more confident in myself, in my ability, but I'm just not a person that's ever going to be confident in talking to people. So for me, going around and asking people, can I record all those people, would find it a bit draining and I'd worry too much afterwards about whether I said the right thing, so I don't think I'd ever be able to do that. I mean, I would be able to do it, but not very well. So yeah, so sorry I haven't got any videos or anything. I don't know if I've shown you that page yet. And you could crochet or knit a cardigan. They normally choose one each year that people can join in and knit. Although I'm awkward and I made a Hexie hoodie for me. What else is there? Lovely yarns there. So yeah, I'll just show you a little bit of the booklet. This is what the knit. I wish I'd have done that. I looked at it and I thought about it and I thought that looks good, and then I didn't. But you could print your own project bag, and they're called the Printing Press Workshops, and they're based in Kent, it says here. And their website is www.theprintingpressworkshops.co.uk, and you can print your own project bag. I don't know if you could draw your own picture or there were ones that they'd got already, to be honest, but I really wish I'd joined in. It was the sort of thing I regretted I didn't do, but again, because I was by myself as well, I didn't really feel like confident to go up there and do it, and I'd probably be all nervous and it'd go wrong. So next year, if I come back again next year, I will do that. It's gorgeous buttons. I had a good look at that. I didn't buy anything from them, but they're all wooden buttons and other wooden things as well, wooden stitch markers and measures and things. So they were really good. Tom Dyson, that is. And a couple of the vendors. Loads and loads of yarn to squish. People like to squish the yarn. I think it's a local shop over the hook there, which I've never been to. I've had people talk about it. I don't really know where it is. Gorgeous colours. I was going to get some yarn for my mum, but in the end I found something else for her, which isn't yarny. So, lovely colours, aren't they? Dye Shack. You might watch Ellie's channel. I did buy something from her store, so I'll show you show that to you in a moment. Someone's going to be watching and saying, "Oh, Lily, I love a brochure." I'd much rather see a brochure than I would have filmed the whole show. Please be kind. The Lost Sheep. I like their little drawing. Little sheep. Yeah, it's so nice to have something like this locally. It's at the Night Show ground, which is about 45 minutes from me, so I'm really lucky. Although Neil was really kind and he drove me and waited in the car. He had to do something on his phone, so he was just doing that while he was waiting for me. And then we went to see my sister afterwards, because she lives really close to the Night Show ground. So it was a really, really nice morning. And I haven't said, it's run by Laura. who also has her own studio, folk yarn studio, and hand dyes her own yarn, which I have quite a lot of because I go to her knit night. She does a knit night because Laura lives quite close to me where I live, so the knit night's really local as well, and she does an amazing job. I'm grateful, I think a lot of people as well are just grateful that we've got something so nice in our local area, because most of the festivals, be it sewing or quilt shows or yarn, whatever they are, they're normally up north or Birmingham or London, and we're so on the edge here on the East Coast. There's not much near to us, and to get anywhere we've got about 2 hours just to get out of the east bit. So I love living here, but until stuff like that, I want everywhere to be. I'd love to go to one of the quilt shows, and every year I think, oh, I'll go, but I don't know, maybe one year I'll go. Keep saying that, don't I? To push myself out of my comfort zone. So where shall we start? Right, first of all, this is something I bought from my mum. So Mum, I don't think my mum watches, but Mum, if you're watching, can you look away? I've got this for her for Mother's Day, because I was going to get her some yarn. This is going to rustle. I normally do it right near the camera, so it makes loads of noise. So these are all handmade, and the lady was really lovely. Had a little chat with her, and she said she hasn't been on social media much, but I will tell you her name. It's Emily Cross at EMX Ceramics, and she has got a Facebook and an Instagram. I imagine if you Google Emma Cross Ceramics, she'd come up. And she said she'd made this, I think it was the night before or the day before. It was really fresh off the ceramic-y thing. Yeah, she has made the whole thing as well, because it's got her little name on the back. So I haven't tried it out, but I'm going to try it out live on the channel. It is, you may have seen them before. This is the pattern I chose, and it should. Yes, it works. Well done, Emily, it works. So it's a needle holder. My mum does make a lot of clothes, and you can put needles in it, and she had them all hanging up. I'm really scared. I'm so clumsy. I'm going to drop it. And they were like that with the pins on, and it actually works. It's amazing. Oh, why didn't I get one for myself? My mum doesn't know she's got it yet. Maybe I can just keep it. No, I won't. I will give it to her. So I chose the little heart because I thought she'd like that. But yeah, so when you're quickly sewing, you can just chuck it, gently put your pins in there, and they just stay, and they're not going anywhere. So I love that so much, and I might look on her website, and I might actually order myself one. But it's got little legs on, and her little stamp as well. I presume she had made the whole thing, but I wasn't sure whether she'd just got those and then she might have just done the artwork on it, but she has made the whole thing. So that is absolutely beautiful. Really happy with that. So that is for Mother's Day. So the next item I bought, which is from a lovely lady, and here is her little card. She is called Julie Nelson Rhodes. I'll pop that there. And on the back it says, "It is a truth universally acknowledged." And I saw this hanging up, and I said, "Is that on the tea towel?" And she said, "Yes." And I was like, I need to buy that. It's the best thing I've ever seen. And apparently she designed this, drew it all, when years and years ago, like 30 years ago, she said, when she was younger. So I think this is brilliant. I'm the sort of person, when I go on holiday, I always buy a tea towel. So when we go in the camper van, every time we go somewhere, I have a tea towel from every different place we go to. Is that upside down? Yes. So this is how to cast on. And I'm a beginner knitter, and I do forget how to cast on. So look at this. I love it. The only thing is, the thumbs aren't like my thumbs, are they? Because I've got fat thumbs, and they're kind of normal thumbs. Never mind. So, yes, she had lots of other things, but to be honest, I can't remember what they were because I was so excited about the tea towel. Right, she's got Tilly Flop Designs Etsy, so she's got an Etsy shop. I think she's also not on the high street. She's got a Facebook, but it's Tilly Flop. So if you were interested in any of her items, or a tea towel, I think the tea towel was it £10? I can't remember. I don't want to say this the wrong price. It wasn't really expensive. Right, what else have we got in this little bag here? Right, I bought this for my daughter actually because she likes axolotls. So this was from Treble Maker Stitch. I think they're closing. I think that was their last show. Treble Maker, treble Stitch. I can't remember. I found them, and I've also found Tilly Flop Designs. She also does stationery and other stuff as well. So Treble Maker Designs, there we go. They're a lovely couple. I bought from them last year because they're just always so lovely and friendly. I like to buy a friendly, not that anyone's not friendly, but if someone's extra friendly, then I might buy something. That was just for my daughter, but she doesn't knit, but she loves axolotls, so I thought she could just hang that somewhere. So that's for her, so I mustn't lose that. Put that in there. And this was from the Knitting Gift Shop, which they had a lovely store, all knitting gifts. So I bought a little, which I might give this as a present for someone. I might, if I'm in the mood and I just want to make it, I'll make it myself. If not, I'll give it as a gift. But it's a little knitted purse. It's got everything in it and the instructions to make it. It hasn't got the needles, the needle, and hasn't got the knitting needles. Oops. So there's a few different colours. And you can see you've got the little purse in the background. And I think they had about 4 different colours for those. And as I said, they had loads of things on their stall. Loads of beautiful gifts. And I grabbed this and I thought, oh, I love that. And I went to pay for it. But then when I paid for it, I realised I'd only looked at half of their stall. They've actually got loads more stuff. So they were, I don't remember seeing them last year, so I don't know if they were new, but they were really, really good as well. And I presume that all these people have websites, don't they, I imagine. So they are the Knitting Gift Shop. Those. And what else have we got? Right, there was a vintage fabric stall, which, as you can imagine, I was in my element, so I did buy quite a bit from her. She had some gorgeous things, and I was chatting to her because she had a she had a coat on that had hexie sleeves, so I asked if she'd made it, but she hadn't. A friend had made it for her, but that was really nice. So I bought these little buttons, vintage buttons, which I like the colours, and I thought they go quite nicely with a lot of the small things that I make. They were £2. I saved up my birthday money because my birthday's in February. I always save my birthday money and put it to one side for the yarn show. And I bought this little, I can't remember how much that was, little dot. That's about £1 or something, because I thought that would be really nice to stitch onto something, or even, can you imagine it with one of my like one of those little labels I got from Rose Garden Patchwork with a little lady on. I thought they looked really nice, something like that on there. So I've kept that, I bought that, I mean, and I also bought a package of fabric, which was £15, and I haven't opened it yet, so I'm now going to open it with you. As you can see, even if you like sewing, and you're more sewing than crochet or knitting, it's worth going to a yarn show because there's loads of other good stores as well. So this is my favourite. I absolutely love that. It's absolutely beautiful, really nice. And you can't really, oh, this is lovely. These look nicer out than I do wrapped up. They don't, I mean, they look nice wrapped up, but they're even nicer than I thought. They are really gorgeous. I'm really happy with these now. It was quite hard to choose. You don't feel pressurised. Obviously, you can look as long as you want, can't you? But you sort of feel like you need to choose a bit quickly. And I'm not very good at decisions, to be honest. So just like staring at them, thinking, oh, I think I'll have that one. Oh my goodness. These are bigger than I thought, and I really want to make a quilt with them. And some of them are really big pieces as well. Look at that. Well, that's got a make on the side. I can use this is Laura Ashley. So this is, I can use the selvage for that one. A bit of purple. Oh, look at that one. Do we think a new quilt, with these would be nice? Look at that. Oh, the colours are lovely. oh, I'm really glad I bought these. I wasn't sure, you know, and £15, I thought, oh, it's quite a lot. If I don't make anything with them, it's quite a lot. But they're just all really lovely. So I'm really, really happy. So obviously I bought these on Sunday, but I haven't looked at them yet. So if I hold them up, there's a big weight of fabric there. It looked less in the bag than what there actually is. So as you can see, and they are clean, but I'll give them a little bit of a wash because do you know what? I like hanging them all on the line and seeing them all blow around. Blow around. It gets me a bit inspired. And I've got the last thing in the bag, which was from Craft House Magic, because Ellie had some Liberty fabric, so I was really excited I could buy it and have a look at it in the flesh. And actually, this was fantastic value. This was £21, and they are fat quarters, and there's 5, which for Liberty is really, really good value. As I know, if you are into Liberty yourself, you will know. So I'm just going to show you the colours, and then obviously they're all chosen to go together. The first one, there's that one. There's that one. There's like a blender. And I think my favourite one is that one on the back. Really pretty. And they were quite busy, so I didn't have a massive look. I just saw the Liberty and thought, I really want to buy the Liberty. I did see that there were bag making kits that they had available, because I could hear them telling someone about them when I was waiting to pay. So something to look out for, because I think website. I presume there's a website, Craft House Magic. Anyway, I'm sure you must have heard of her YouTube channel anyway. So that is all of my purchases. So at a yarn festival, I bought a lot of fabric. Which I'm really happy about. Can you imagine if it was an actual quilt show, how much I'd have bought? No, is there anything else left in the bag? No, the bag is empty. So now I've got to put it all back again. Yeah, so I've got lots of ideas in my head now of things to make with those. And yeah, I'm not sure about this one, whether I'm going to give it as a gift or whether I'm going to make it. But really pleased. I would highly recommend the show, even if you are, like I said, like me, I do like yarn, but I don't buy a lot because I don't knit enough to need a load of yarn. So even for sewers, I think it's really good and worth going to as well. And oh, before I go, I've got to say thank you to the people who spoke to me, because a couple of people, or a few people, not hundreds of people, a few people said hello and recognised me, and I did say I'd say, so thank you if you said hello. And I just wanted to say hello to Jill and Jill's sister. Hello. I didn't get Jill's sister's name, sorry. But it was lovely to meet you, and had a really nice chat with them. They're both really lovely ladies, and yeah, it's nice to speak to people who actually watch, and actually they are really local to me, and they live in the area where I went to school. So, but obviously Norwich is local to a lot of us who went to the yarn festival anyway, although people did travel as well. Yeah, so that was really, really lovely to meet real life viewers in the flesh. I am so happy with this fabric. I can't wait to decide what to make with it. I'm so into quilts at the moment. I keep watching other people and seeing their lovely quilts and just thinking, oh, I just want to flap a quilt around, but I've just got to get to it and make one. So, because I like hand sewing as well, it takes a long time, but these fabrics are just so gorgeous. Maybe I could make massive hexies, like really big hexies, just like 6 or 9 with really big hexies. I don't know, I'll get there. Yeah, I've got a few things to show you next time. Something over there which I'm going to finish this afternoon, and I'm really excited about. That's a gift for somebody, but that should be finished to show you next week. And I have got some more fabric that I've bought as well, but I'll show you that next week as well. So I'm going to go now, because this has been massively long, just me talking about things I've bought really, but I hope it's a bit of an insight into the show, and it's been enjoyable to watch. Thank you so much if you have watched all of me rambling on, and I hope you will have a lovely week. It's so sunny here at the moment, so I hope it's nice and sunny and cheery wherever you are. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you again next week. Take care for now. Bye.